So Bree, your background is in bartending and serving, but now you're curating events. Now that you're in this new space, you know, you're more so on the hands-on approach with customers. What are some of the things you've been learning and experiencing?
I think I've learned that it's very different being completely a part of the show, like a run of show, like from start to finish. Like it's different to come in as the host or the coordinator for the night and you just have a task that's given to you, but it's completely different when you're a part of the experience from start to finish, creating the concepts, mapping out what's gonna go into actually putting on that event.
I like that. And when did you kind of get the inkling that you wanted to do more than just serve and bartend and actually start putting together and creating these experiences?
I think by getting asked to help out with other events from other business owners or organizations, there was a just certain happy feeling that I got showing up for the events, being able to help and seeing how the guests felt whenever they came in and the experience that they had and how they were leaving.
What did working as a server bartender teach you that you now use as an event curator?
I think just always having to keep your head on a swivel. You know this as a bartender, like just paying attention to detail, anticipating guest needs before they have to come to you and ask for it. So everything is seamless for the guests, but they don't really know everything that's being put into the operations behind the scenes.
So you had a chance to curate one of your first tasting dinners called Tasting Menu at North Italia, which is a place you also work at. And you know, a lot of people have a hard time getting their leadership team on board with letting them host events there. So walk me through the process of how you convince your team to let you host this new idea there. And then also, what did you learn from it?
So convincing them to host the tasting menu at North Italia was relatively easy. The founder of Blundt Cultural Center would come in all the time and was a fan of the food, and they saw that all the time. So it was easy to go in and pitch that, as well as knowing what days they're not that busy, so they're not having to charge for their private dining room. And then also being able to make connections with wine distributors. What are their names? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. With the wine distributors, so that way we could have wine for the night.
Mm-hmm. And I think that's always a key piece of it all when you work within the venue that a lot of event curators don't have access to. When are the slow times? How do the private booking room costs actually work? And I mean, if you're somebody who's bringing in money on a Tuesday or Wednesday, nobody ever says no to that. And so I know you guys are planning out dinner number 2 is going to be the Ethiopian restaurant. What are some things with the experience that you're going to focus on elevating versus experience number 1?
I think definitely putting a little more into the icebreaker component for this one, because we want them to feel like they're stepping into another culture from the moment that they walk in the door. So not just your regular, hey, I'm this person, this is where I'm coming from, this is how I heard about it, but more so being able to take a little piece of Ethiopia with them when they arrive.
And so what they do, they have a tasting menu series and they rotate through different cultures, so that way that you as a consumer, you can just show up, relax, the food's already picked out, the drink's already picked out, but you get a chance to almost go like on a mini vacation. I do that with bars. I like to go to Mexican bars all the time, drink tequila. So Bree, what would you say is the difference between hosting a dinner but actually curating an experience?
I think the difference between hosting a dinner and curating an experience is all about learning the operational side of it. Coming in and hosting is quite literally just that. You're coming in, you're greeting your guests, you're making sure that they're entertained throughout the experience, and curating an experience is being a part of all the logistics and operations from start to finish. Handling communication, sending off the emails, finding venue spaces, yeah.
That's one of the biggest things when you get into the event space. It's bartending and serving, but beyond the 4 walls. You know, it's a job that is ever ongoing, but if you're somebody like us, you enjoy being in the weeds, it keeps you occupied. What is success going to look like beyond selling tickets and selling out for this whole concept?
I think
So Bree, when it comes to defining success beyond just the ticket sales, what does that look like?
I think defining success for this event would be guests coming in and leaving with something that's memorable, whether that's a friend or two that they made, a lesson that was learned about the culture, how the food, how it connects and brings family together. I think that's what success would look like.